I just want to say I am so happy with my new bag. I've had several videos on this. I had a request from one of my subbies, my new subbies, and her name is Jessie Figueroa. Beautiful name. Who would like me to do a comparative video, particularly about this bag, and which is the Dooney and Bourke Florentine Satchel, and the Florentine Satchel, and this is the Stanwich. I always think of a sandwich, and the comparison between the two. I do have a Louis Vuitton Ombre Speedy 30 what do you call satchel, and I didn't bring it on this video because I'm going to do a more thorough, I've had a request to do more of a thorough show about that bag, but today is going to be about the two Dooneys. I only have 10 minutes. So this is a much heavier bag, I believe, than this one. Now the size is different. I can tell you right off the bat. Look at the size. This is a heftier, the medium Florentine Satchel is hefty. The Stanwich is shorter, but it has the same width. But this is a little shorter. This is a 14-inch, 15-inch bag, okay? And this is more like 13. This is, and the Florentine leather, you'll see the difference in the details. They both have a flap. This one is narrower. This is a much wider. So when you open this mother of all bags, which I love, okay, I've got towels in there. Big opening. This has a big opening, but it's a little smaller. All right. And it's a bigger though than the small Florentine Satchel. This. The opening's a little bigger, but you'll see how it narrows towards the top. This is square. That's why this is a heavier bag. It makes it heavier, but you know what? I've gotten used to it. I'm not thinking, I don't put a lot in it, so it's not that bad. But it has a flap of leather that flaps over, like a doctor bag. So it makes it, with the suede in there, plus all the hardware, plus the size, it's gonna make it a little heavier. Plus it's cowhide leather. Cowhide leather is tough as nails. The Florentine leather is tough, and I'm wearing my Laura Geller. She has these great chiffon vests, and I love just sticking them under my jacket, and it's like a scarf coming down the front. I get so many compliments on this. And it's just a thin little vest. You can get them on QVC. And it just adds a little something under your jacket. It's thin. And then she has a little top that goes with it. I don't want to get on that. But this bag and all the hardware, similar in the feel of the equestrian feel, this has a flap. Whenever you have flap on leather, you're going to have a heavier bag. This bag narrows towards the top. It's on a triangle. You can see the triangular, and it's got folds here. This doesn't have the folds. You see the buckling, very much like a horse bridle. This is kind of reminiscent of horse bridles. See the width. The height is about 9 inches, I think, on this. The heights are the same. They're the same on this bag. But you see how it narrows in a triangle up towards the top. This is a round oval. This is triangular. And it has all the tassels. It also has a strap, little different with the stitching going right up the middle. This has a strap too, shoulder strap, but no stitching up the middle like this one. Just a little different style, both hardy. I double this over. If you want to see how to double over your shoulder strap on these bags, I note to Janeth, call out to her. She has a video. I love it, how to double up your crossbody strap. So I use it as a shoulder bag. And I'm more comfortable with that. This is not as much of a crossbody for me, but you can use it as a crossbody. And I did it in a way where I didn't have to put the holes into the strap. You see that? I just put it, the little hardware right there, to one side. Just pulled it to one side, shortened it to what I wanted, and then weaved it back through here, came back up the middle, and then used this piece to hold the whole thing into one neat little package. So note to Janice, check out her video. She goes into great detail. This is a much bigger, square, rectangular satchel. This is a bag. Now here is it crossbody. And this is in red Stanwich. Also, it has equestrian, it almost looks like it's smiling, you see, with eyes. So I always think there's a smiling face on there. I just get a kick out of that. And this one, you'll notice that the strapping does not go all the way down. You have the folds here as part of your style accent that makes this bag look special and unique. And it has a brass plate right there. This does not. It has the duck leather patch there. But again, this strapping goes all the way down through the bottom, up the back, and the buckling. I guess what you call the buckling. Then you have where the tassels are held on the side. So this is the difference between these two. The opening, you have the same interior. And I've got all my stuffing. You got the two pockets over here, one for your glasses, one for your cell phone, and then on the other side, the typical slip pocket down here and the zipper. But you can see how much bigger this one is. I can't put this on my head. See, we'll do the head treatment. Does this fit my head? No, it doesn't. I know, I'm crazy. I'm a crazy broad. I don't know why I do this stuff. I just love my Doonies. I'm a Dooney girl. I also love Louis Vuitton. I do have a few gorgeous Louis Vuitton Ombre, but I'll tell you what, I don't worry about these Dooney Bourkes. You can throw them around. They're like tanks. Yes, they're heavier. Yes, yes, yes. But don't put a ton in there, and then they're fine. I really am not bothered. I do work out, I guess. If you have shoulder problems, you're in pain, you have back pain, forget it. Don't torture yourself. So thank you for enjoying my selection here of, I hope that's helpful, Jessie, because you can see how much bigger. I think this is a whole half a, I don't know, a couple ounces different in weight, but it's the flap over. That's why the Bristol bag, so I have here, is an option. If you don't like the flap over extra leather that adds weight to these babies, first of all, I want to put this on here. So if you don't want that, don't get these satchels because they've got the extra leather, but they're so gorgeous. I mean, once you get it, you live with it and you go, you know what, I'm just going to deal with it. Here's the Bristol. The Bristol is the same height. Again, smaller. If you don't want the big old satchel, Dooney and Bourke small or medium satchel, this eliminates, almost has the same, you see the buckling's the same, but it doesn't have the extra flap over leather. And that adds weight because if you look inside, look at that wide mouth. So the Bristol's a great choice and only that much suede. This much suede, are you getting me? That's going to add weight. This is just a little suede to show that it is a Florentine bag. They always put a little green suede. That's part of the line. And you've got everything that you've got in this one in terms of pockets. And you've got the same buckling, right, on this. It's a satchel. Difference in handles. That's smooth. Here you get the gorgeous whip stitching. Okay? In the Stanwich, you get the gorgeous whip stitching. Here, it's a little lighter bag, but you do get the shoulder strap. It's smaller. It's a proportionable. So I would call this a medium small bag with the buckling. So you get all that glorious, you know, equestrian look, and then it also goes all the way down towards the back with the buckling. So some of you ladies who are on Dooney Den have been questioning I notice the difference between this one and this one. This is a double strap. This is like a satchel and shoulder bag in one. And it's got 2 handles. So these are handles that you can put under your arm. This also has the buckling. See, it's all part of the Florentine look, the equestrian look, in different shapes. This is great for if you don't want a heavier bag. This big thing is equivalent in weight and size to this bag. Now, QVC is selling this bag on a smaller scale now, so you can get a smaller version. This is the big one, and it's equestrian also. You see the difference? The strapping goes all the way around on this, not on that. There's just 2 strips. And this one slouches. This is not really, this is a satchel, but it doesn't have a crossbody, so you can't remove, you can't, you don't have a crossbody strap on this. So this is meant to be a shoulder bag. It's almost like a hobo kind of thing. You see that? I think you do. It's not no-brainer, but I wanted to show you the difference between the 2. You can see size. It has to do with weight. This one has a shoulder strap. So this becomes a shoulder bag in crimson. So I have one in crimson, the other was navy blue. Okay, I think we got it taken care of. So Jessie, I hope that helped. Bye-bye. Love you guys.